to Rensselaer Field in East Hartford, Connecticut. It's the James Madison Dukes and the Connecticut Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, Coach Napier told me before the game, one of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ball game. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So the James Madison Dukes offense will go on the attack first. Arrington Maiden, his first order of business, manage the game and don't get them behind the sticks.
And I can just tell you, man, just by watching the tape of this dude at the quarterback spot, I don't like it. And I say that, I don't like it from a defensive perspective because he's just got so much speed. He can put so much stress on a defense, and it's just one guy. Break one tackle, can take it to the house, Palmer. It's a rare combination of what this guy can do. He can just take off in the blink and kill defenses.
Must be nice, because I have no idea what it feels like, but to be able to run that fast and stress a defense, that's got to feel pretty good, at least if you're on offense, right? Because not only do you have to focus on our running back, and not only do you have to focus on all of our weapons on the perimeter, because this guy can throw and hurt you as well, but you're right. If he makes you miss and he gets in the second level, this dude is gone.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll go to the counter. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! Left side is Keller.
Man, talking to these coaches this week, after this 3-game skid, they were like, we need to start fast. Like, we need something good to happen early for our guys to get some life, to get some motivation, to get some energy and some passion. How do you start? 3 and out. That's exactly what they didn't want. Now, having to punt the football early in this football game.
Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Connecticut's offense will now get its first chance with the football. The man who will run the offense is Jake Merklinger. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Give it on the counter. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Short pass. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. UConn quick to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Off play action on 1st down. Fires quickly. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Turns it upfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The give to the lone running back. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
And the Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows.
He's looking deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Into the house. Touchdown, Dukes.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UConn offense goes back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snags it. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd down to the air. Buying time to his right. Right side, it's Ross. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. The lone back's got it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They give it back to him. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
2nd and long here. They'll try it over the left side. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UConn.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that one.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So it's an 80-yard drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Running it to the right. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. Three-star running back, gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars, and now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Working the ground game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll run him again. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And so far early in this game, and you got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality, and then stopping the run. You could tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialed in on it.
Back's got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Dukes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Got his man. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Under pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some...
Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, James Madison. A great catch and run for 6. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
James Madison, 14, UConn, 10.
On the return, it's Lang. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UConn going back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of this drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Changing the routes with his receiver. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Ross. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Still looking to his right. Finds his big tight end. Good, strong tackle. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Setting up the screen. Pick up of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. And the Huskies moving quickly to the line.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep. But the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
Finds his man. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Long way to go on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Shotgun snap on third down. Throws quickly. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They're working that left side, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 3 team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's South Carolina on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here are now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Now back to your game in East Hartford. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Deep in the end zone, it's Flowers. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Well, James Madison, head coach, said coming out of the locker room, their defense has got to step up big time right now. They have been struggling at times throughout this season, but right now is a huge moment. With a lead, they have an opportunity on this kickoff to come down and make a big statement. I'll keep you posted on if the defense is able to step up in this huge moment. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, gonna throw it. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Wants to throw one first. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll leave it with the lone back. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Not a lot of room to field this one. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give. Got a little space.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Between the hashes, it's Keller. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Sells to fake. Left side is Keller. Oh, he's got some space. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Calls his own number. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. They'll send out the kicker here. He got it. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Lang. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Selling the fake. Buys time to his left. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Turning it on! They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. The running back has it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22. Slot. Go.
Churns into the pile. They make the tackle, but UConn has enough for the first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. The run to the left. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
Ready. Ready, go.
Now he's looking to throw it. Out wide right, it's Ross. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And, again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got him this time. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Wants to throw again. Grabs it in the middle. They make the tackle, but they'll move the chains, and it's a first down for UConn. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to throw. Right side, it's Reeder. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his man. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The run inside. It's Bowers. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Ross. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. He's looking to pass. Rolls right. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, UConn! They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd and long here. Job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Dukes will line up to punt it away. Fields the punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. looking for room. It's Reeder. He's got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and as a defense, you're going one more stop. One more stop. It's 4th down. We're in the 2-minute situation. You know they're throwing the football. You get one more stop. You got the lead. You get the ball back, and this game is over.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Caught, and he's got room. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Dukes. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
UConn 17.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Out wide right, it's Porter. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. The offense comes out needing a score here, down 1 possession. Buying a little time to his left. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Across the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he gets it away.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
And that is a play you got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
Throwing right. drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. And this young signal caller is playing well beyond his years. And the QB has more than had his weight as lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, talking to the coaches coming into this one, they felt like they had a real opportunity in this game to throw the football with success, understanding just how talented their quarterback is. And he's really answered the bell. He's done a really nice job with his decisions. He's played on time. He's been accurate. And this offense has been up and down the field in large part because of how well their quarterback is playing.